on then, imagine you have a Stoic perspective and your partner doesn't. So I think that what this person's saying is that could become a bit annoying. Your approach could become a bit annoying to them. Any tips on how you can align with non-Stoic partners?
Yeah, so who asked that question?
Matt. He's called Matt.
Okay, Matt, that's an excellent question. I think that it's often the case where we find something very helpful and we get so excited about, we want to share it with all and sundry. And again, it's not letting the emotion run away, right? It's about saying, I'm Stoic, potentially that might be my label, and my partner doesn't like that label and doesn't want that label in their lives and doesn't really adhere to those principles. And that's absolutely fine, because that's outside of your control. It's to be a good example and to realize that there are boundaries, and then decide as a couple or as friends, depending on who you're talking to, what the boundaries are. So even, I have friends of mine that are particularly religious Christians, and I'm like, I appreciate you. I'll go to church with you, twice a year if you want, but don't preach to me every week about that particular subject. So we just have boundaries. You just set the boundaries so that nobody treads on each other's toes. And yeah, be welcoming and open to answering questions, but don't feel the need to force your ideas on anybody, because you shouldn't have to. As a Stoic, you should lead by example when you don't need to talk about it. Of course, you might want to, but then we have Stoic groups. You can reach out to me. I do mentoring. We have a Stoic magazine that I'm associated with. So there are many more people you could speak to. And I think that, Sarah, you said it best, nobody should be your everything. No one at all.
Yeah. And I think, you can kind of feel that way, can't you, in a relationship, or you want to share it. Maybe you just want to share that experience, and that's maybe the person you're with the most. But that, I can imagine it could be quite challenging if you're going in slightly different directions with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, boundaries, I guess. Being clear. Okay.